Today on Real Ghost Stories Online, a man appeared beside him at 2:30 in the morning, disappeared without a trace, then somehow reappeared in front of his headlights. Who was he? And why had others seen him too?
Welcome to Real Ghost Stories Online. Call in your real ghost story now at 855-853-4802 or write in at realghoststoriesonline.com. You're about to enter the world of the unknown and quite possibly the undead. This is Real Ghost Stories Online.
Hey, that it is, an 855-853-4802. That's the numbers, the digits you put into your phone if you'd like to share your ghost story with us that way. Or YouTube. Go to YouTube. Check us out, Real Ghost Stories Online, and share it with us in the comments section of this very video. We'd love to hear it. Or you can also write in at realghoststoriesonline.com. Tony, Todd, and Carol with you on today's episode of the program. Black-eyed grandpa?
That's creepy.
That's something I've never heard of before.
It is creepy.
Black-eyed anything, I think, other than black-eyed peas, right?
Yeah.
In the group.
Yeah.
But my grandfather was a little creepy. I know I've told the story that he was in the World War I and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If he had black eyes, like in a dream, and I do dream of that set of my grandparents often enough, and it usually ends up being a spooky dream.
Really?
So if he like showed up in my dream and he had black eyes, that'd be it. I'd cut ties and run. Period.
Yeah. Anything with that, like, and it's just maybe because it's so simple, but it's like, eyes are a big thing. They tell a lot. And if they're just void,
right?
Is it the color, the scariness of the void, or is it the not knowing because you can't read anything out of that person because it is the void? It's black. There's just nothing there. I mean, white eyes are the same to me.
Right? Yeah.
Straight white or straight black doesn't really make a difference. And that's why I'm thinking it's the void of information that we're not getting, and that's what makes it so spooky, because that's where a lot of anxiety and fear always lies, is in the unknown. Yeah. And I'm wondering if that's what's so triggering about that element of something. Like if it was something like had like a 6 finger or something, like, and we've seen that, like with AI and some of the early stuff that was putting out, there'd be like that. And nobody was like, oh my God. There was like, that's kind of funny. But if the eyes are altered like that, that's a little creepier.
I think you're right. We see people's faces and we're used to it looking a certain way, but the eyes, when you talk to somebody, typically you're looking in their eyes, right? Because that's a connection. Other than just the actual conversation, you're connecting with them one-on-one through their eyes. So what you're saying is a very good point, I think.
Yeah. Although I don't like eye contact. I'm not that's, I think, my Aspergeriness. I've learned to do it. But it's always been kind of a
Aspergeriness.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been uncomfortable for me. I've always, like, when I talk, I'll be looking at other parts of the room, I don't know. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It is what it is.
Is it also from being in radio? Because when you're in radio and you're behind the mic, you're looking around, you're doing all this other stuff. I do that when I talk. I'm not necessarily always looking at the camera, right? Does it have something to do with that?
Maybe.
Because you're using your mind's eye and you're thinking of the person you're talking to, or you're thinking about the next step or the story you're telling. You're thinking about that picture in your mind. You're not necessarily using your eyes to communicate.
I mean, I'm doing it right now. And like, because the camera is like a person to me here. Yeah. And there's a lot of times I'm not looking at it. I'm looking over here. And it's not because I'm uncomfortable with the camera, because I'll look at it when I want to make the point.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's more like looking at someone's eyes is a distraction to me. It trips up my train of thought, because I think I'm trying to process two things at once. I'm trying to get through whatever I'm trying to say, or what my message or thought process is, and my mind is also trying to read, what is this person, how are they reacting to me? And it's like, it's tripping me up, and I think that's where my
that's
brain gets
interesting. That's
because I have this fear, of being rejected or that they're going to think it's stupid or whatever. There's that's
And people who have really quote unquote good eye contact with you, doesn't that fucking make you uncomfortable? Like they're just staring right through you. I fucking hate that. I hate that.
That to me is almost false sincerity.
Yeah.
And false sincerity is another really creepy thing to me too. And that's like be like super motivational speakers, like, but somebody who's like that when they're not on stage. Like I get it when you're on stage, do your thing, but when you're just like always, there's a lot of CEOs that kind of play that role. There's a lot of
radio people,
GMs that play that role, and it's just like. Well, you won the you can sell yourself to other people contest. You're really good at that. But then at the end of the day, it's like they're kind of an empty shell of a human being. But not everybody. There's some that are good. But
I remember I was in a job interview, not in radio, outside of radio. And I was talking with this very big wig with this company. And I was applying for a job. And it was the eye contact thing, like you said. Yeah. And while I was talking to him, for a moment, he went down to his iPad or whatever the fuck he was, and he was taking notes. So as I'm talking, I'm like, he's not looking at me, so I'm looking down at what he's writing, right?
Yeah.
And just as I thought I was going to get it, he looked up and saw me looking at it. So like I reached for my cup of coffee in front of me and like, I don't know, looked at the cup as I was drinking. I kept my eyes directly on the cup. I think I got away with it, but he almost fucking caught me reading his notes.
Well, you're right. I think if you're obviously taking notes in eyesight of someone,
I mean,
that person might look at them.
It was a coffee shop. I think he was but still, I remember that day because he looked at me through my answers and everything. Yeah. Then when he started taking a note, I literally like peeked over to see if I could see what he was, and he fucking caught me doing it.
Yeah, I don't like the super intense eye people.
Yeah,
I mean, I get there are some real
people,
sincere ones, but I get more fake than I get real.
But then there's other people who you get like, I don't want to make eye contact with this person because it's like they're looking into my soul in a very negative way, like that weird negative vibe off of somebody. Have you ever done that? It's like, I really can't get away from you fast enough.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to make eye contact with you. I'd rather not be around you.
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of times on the crime shows, because, I am a woman of a certain age and that's what we do. Uh-huh. But is watch those. But
we produce them. Oh, funny.
I'm your P1. So, but a lot of times the people will say that their eyes changed. Like,
yes,
before they committed a murder or before they did, it's like they approached him like at a weird time, and it was like they look, and sometimes it's somebody they know, and they're like, and I looked in his eyes, and his eyes were so dark. And you hear that frequently.
Yeah, like the pupils dilate to just a pure black almost. Yeah. And that makes it and then, okay, if that's happening, and especially if it's like something where it's like really out of character for that person to be doing something horrible, and I looked in their eyes and they were all black and didn't look like them, that makes me wonder if there's something like going on mentally, and then it's physically affecting the vision, everything is haywire. I think that probably is happening in some cases, not all of them. But I was just thinking of that exact same thing too. I've been binging Evil Lives Here on Discovery.
Oh yeah. You can't quit that show.
That's a good one. Yeah. So we've been going through that, and there's been several episodes where they show the headshot, the mugshot, or just a shot of the bad person. And some of them, it's not even like the shot was taken like immediately after the crime. It's like, this is, it's been a little while. There's some where their eyes are just so damn black. And like, this is like them on a Tuesday, and it's, I don't know. I wonder, and this is where we're going to get kind of creepy woo-woo with technology. Is there a way, to tell anything about someone's mental state based on the patterns of their eyes, on what they're doing, how they're focusing, how they're reacting to different things, because they tell a lot. And I'm wondering if through like some of the glass technology that they have now that can watch your eyes and actually help you control what's on the screens or your glasses, things of that nature. If having the ability to study the eyes in ways like that and patterns in them with artificial intelligence to pick up on patterns that there's no human that could ever quite pick up on. If we're going to find that the eyes are going to tell us more about our health and our mental well-being than we ever thought possible.
Possibly, yeah.
I just pulled all of that out of my ass.
Out of your ass, yeah.
But I
it kind of
completely
makes some sense.
wonder.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I wonder.
that makes some sense.
I don't know. I'm going to start a conspiracy or something like that. Because it sounds kind of believable, doesn't it? I mean,
Yes.
Well, yeah.
and maybe it is. I don't know. I'm just saying maybe.
That's why they dilate your eyes, right? So they can look in there, and that's not only for your eye health, that's other health too.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I mean,
you're right, you're probably onto something.
There's a key. I don't know. I'm actually going for an eye exam tomorrow.
Ooh.
I'm gonna talk to my optometrist.
Just ask them if they can tell anything about you other than eye health by dilating your eyes. Ask them what they see.
And then I'll tell them that I can tell a lot about them through something really stupid or something. And I'll be like, I know what your big secrets are. Like after I get my prescription, I'll be like, don't worry, I won't tell anybody. And then just walk away.
Oh my God, that would be creepy. God damn. You're awful.
That's funny.
Now your optometrist can tell more about you than ever before. There we go. There's a new one.
Write that down.
Optometrist. All right, I'll write it down as we go to our
/
first ghost story.
demonologist.
The optometrist can now identify the individual demonic entities that have attached themselves to you
There you go.
at Lens Crafters.
Yeah.
And now you can get your lenses in about an hour. You can also be demon exorcised
Yep.
in about an hour.
So watch for the commercial next week.
Pearl Vision Express. It'll be great. Oh, and then get a glamour shot mixed in there? That's the mall. That's the mall in one trip. Let's go to a ghost story at 855-853-4802. Hi.
My name's Negron from Connecticut. I'm a truck driver, you guys. Just recently started listening to you guys. I think the show's great. I got a story of Black-Eyed Grandpa. So, as I mentioned before, I'm a truck driver and from New England. I reside here in Connecticut. And this particular night, I was up in Pennsylvania on my way out to Hawley, PA. And I was on Interstate 84. And there's this rest area that's at the top of the mountain just before you get to the PA border. I believe it's still in New York State. It's about 2:30 in the morning, and I got to go to the bathroom. So I pull over to the rest area. I see one car there. I'm parked parallel, with the parking spaces. There's nobody there. So I parked, I took up all these spaces. And I got this car about 30 yards in front of me. There's no lights on. There's no nothing. And it appeared to be, vacant. Nobody was in it. So anyway, I go, the truck is on. I shut my headlights off. I got my running lights running, etc. I go between the trailer and my tractor where, us truck drivers, tend to do our business on the passenger side. And then as I'm doing my thing, all of a sudden, someone taps me on my shoulder. I freak out. I turn around, and there's an old man there. And I said to him, I said a few syllables to the guy, and I said, beep, 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 beep. He scared the heck out of me. He just looks at me and goes, I've lost my dog. Could you help me please find my dog? And I says, yeah, give me a minute, man. Let me finish up there, 2 seconds later, man, I flip, zip, and turn around, and the guy's gone. Nowhere to be found. Right away, heebie-jeebie moment, I'm sitting there freaking out. Hey, old man, where are you? Guy's gone. I walk alongside my trailer. I get to the back, and the the heebie-jeebie feeling came back immediately, but it was like 100 times worse. And the hair on my neck started standing up, and right there, I knew something was wrong. It wasn't right. Boom, gone. I start hauling ass right back to my truck. I get in there. I fly over to the passenger side, hit the lock button, hit my lock button. I'm trying to start the truck. The truck's already started. I turn my headlights on. I go to get out of there, and the moment I turn those headlights on, boy, black-eyed grandpa standing right there in front of my grill. About 10 feet in front of the truck, he's sitting there looking right at me. And I'll never forget, he was wearing like a purplish windbreaker with brown corduroy pants and one of those little golfer hats. I don't know what you call them. And his eyes were like the most frightening looking thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, like I'm telling the story and I'm getting goosebumps. And his eyes were black. I hauled ass out of there so quick, man. It was like it was my job. And I get to my store probably about a good 45 minutes later. I'm making a delivery. The guy's wondering, what's going on. There's something obviously wrong that's bothering me. I explained it to him, and almost halfway, as soon as I told him what had happened, he starts chuckling, and I'm looking at him, I'm like, dude, what's the matter with you? This is not funny. I'm not making this up. And he says to me, he goes, Negron, he goes, you're not the only driver that has told me, about the same story that you just endured. He says, at the top of that rest area, there's an old village down bottom. He goes, did you happen to notice? And I says, no, I wasn't sightseeing after that episode. He says, well, there's a huge cliff down there. You're up there. You're about, 12,000 feet, something like that in elevation. He goes, you're way up there. And at the bottom, there's a village down there. And he goes, and that's where I was born and raised. That's where I grew up. He says, back in 1962, I think it was, there was a gentleman that was an old-timer that had been in this little village all his life, and he had a dog, and there was a trail that would go all the way from the village all the way up top to the rest area. And before 84 came through there, it was called Prospect Mountain, and that's where they used to go and do picnics and whatnot. And one year there was a mudslide, a landslide, and he got caught in the trail, him and his dog, and they both perished. So here is this guy, Harold. I think his name was Dickinson, or he is Dickinson, or something something like that. The receiver that I was dealing with remembered the guy, knew the guy, and he passed away. Him and his dog. They eventually found him. But anyway, I thought you guys would get a kick out of that. That was, there's other things that have happened, and maybe at another time I'll call back and let you know. But for the most part, anything black-eyed kids, black-eyed grandpa, you can't go wrong. So I figured I'd give you guys a call. Anyway, have a good night. Love the show, and look forward to hearing my story on your show. Take care.
Yeah. Black-eyed
Yikes.
grandpa.
He's
I would
between
like
the
to
truck
hear
and the
from
trailer taking a piss, and this black-eyed grandpa comes up and scares the shit out of him. And I think he said something like he ran out of there like it was his job, or I don't remember what he said, but it was funny as
And at
hell.
one point he goes, and I flipped and zipped.
That's what it was.
Flipped and zipped.
I love him. He could call in any day.
Yeah,
I would
and
like
even if
that.
it's not a ghost story, just call in with a story and tell it that way. It's fine.
Yeah.
It was great. But that is a really creepy, like he just is working and he has to go to the bathroom and this guy just comes up and interrupts him. And he's like, hey, like I'm
Well,
going to the
and it's
bathroom
even
here.
creepier that he has the black eyes too. It's like,
Right.
well, even if it's a normal looking human being, it would be unsettling. But like, yeah.
And then when he gets to where he's going and the guy confirmed the whole thing, he's like, yeah, you're not the first person who's told me that.
Yeah.
That is so creepy.
Apparently, the black-eyed thing is catching on, especially with older folks, especially with, we've heard in this, black-eyed grandpa. What about black-eyed grandma? What if black-eyed grandma could make anything you want, the home cooking you grew up loving? And it's not just hers. It's yours. She's able to emulate the cooking of everyone you loved. It only costs you your soul. She's a supporter today of the program.
Are you tired of the same old restaurants, sweetheart? Tired of paying too much for food that tastes like it came out of a microwave? Well, come on down to my place. Black-eyed Grandma's home cooking. I've been feeding this town the most incredible home-cooked meals anyone around here has ever tasted. We're talking my fried chicken that'll make you forget your own name. Biscuits so flaky they'll bring a tear to your eye. Mac and cheese your grandmother wishes she could have made. And the best part, it's all completely free. Every single dish. No cash, no card, no tipping. All I ask for is one small thing, your immortal soul. Just sign my book, take a seat, and get ready for the meal of a lifetime.
I didn't even read what I signed. I just smelled the brisket and picked up the pen. That was 4 years ago. I don't regret it. I can't regret it. I actually don't think she lets me feel regret anymore. But that brisket was perfect.
Now, once you've signed my book, I may call on you from time to time to help out with a few small tasks around town. Nothing to worry about, darling. Just simple errands. And while you're out doing my work, know that my banana pudding is waiting for you when you get back. Real vanilla. Real bananas. Made from scratch every single morning.
She had me stand in my neighbor's backyard at 4 a.m, holding a black candle and humming. I did it for 3 hours. I don't know why, but when I got home, there was a fresh peach cobbler on my counter, and it was still warm.
I also offer a full catering menu, perfect for birthdays, family reunions, and whatever I've been planning out at the old quarry. My pulled pork has won the county fair 3 years running. The judges don't remember voting for it, but the trophies are right there on my wall. And my collard greens, honey, my collard greens will change your life, or what's left of it.
Last month, she called me at midnight and told me to go to the courthouse and remove a specific brick from the foundation. I removed it. Something came out of the hole. I don't want to talk about what it was. But the next morning, she made me chicken and dumplings from scratch, and I sat there and I cried because it tasted exactly like my mother's. Exactly. My mother has been dead for 11 years. There is no way she could know that recipe. But she knew it.
And let's talk about my cornbread. I make it in a cast iron skillet that's been in my family for 600 years. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I am sure, and I want you to be sure too, that it's the best cornbread you will ever eat in your life.
She sent me to the elementary school on a Wednesday. She told me to bury something under the playground. I buried it. The children won't play on that side anymore. They say it hums. I don't ask questions. I just go back for the pot roast.
I've brought 9 people to sign her book. She told me to. I brought my brother first, then my boss, then 3 strangers from the gas station. Every time I bring someone new, she makes me a plate of ribs that I swear to God get better every time. My brother doesn't talk anymore, but those ribs are absolutely incredible.
I use only the freshest ingredients, sourced locally from farms that I now own. The farmers seem fine, mostly. And every single meal I prepare comes with a level of love and attention you just don't see anymore.
I burned down a building. She told me to burn it down, and I did. I don't know what was inside. I could hear sounds coming from it. Then I went back to the restaurant, and she made me a meatloaf that was so good, I looked her right in those black eyes, and I said, "Thank you, Grandma." And I meant it. I meant it with whatever I have left.
Black-eyed Grandma's home cooking. The food is unbelievable. The service is eternal. And there's no getting out. But you won't want to, sugar. They never do. We're located just off Route 9, behind the old grain elevator? If you can't find us, don't worry. I know where you are, and I'm always making room for more. Come hungry, sweetheart. Grandma's been waiting for you.
There you go.
That made me hungry. That's number one.
That banana pudding looked really good with the
The
vanilla
ribs,
wafers in
the
it.
sandwiches. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I think I would probably do that. Like,
I was just going to say, is there any food of a deceased person that you would consider selling your soul to eat again or to get every day? Because that's the deal. Once you sell your soul to Black-Eyed Grandmas, it's not one meal. You can go every day and have any food you want from anybody ever, and she will make it to taste exactly as you remember it.
I think
That's
the only stipulation I would want to know is, okay, so let's say I go and I bury something in the schoolyard, right? And then I go back and I get my meatloaf. Everything's great. I like the dark story about that. Like, I like that I could be involved with something sinister and not really know what's going on. But could I get caught and thrown in jail for something?
Oh,
or am I
the
protected?
risks are there.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Then I don't know.
Yeah.
First of all, it would be nothing my mom made because my mom was not a good cook. So I wouldn't want anything. But if my grandmother's ham and potatoes and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I think I'd definitely pull a brick out of the courthouse someplace. I think I'd do that.
See, I took it like you've sold your soul, so you're really not alive anymore. So you're kind of a zombie-like.
She controls you.
Yeah. So I don't think there is a risk of getting caught, Todd. I don't.
I mean,
you
if
can get caught. You're just
I
not.
don't-
I mean, your defenses can't really. No one's going to believe it's the black-eyed
Right.
grandma. That you know.
So I end up in prison. Do I still get the meatloaf?
See, I
No,
think
you got to
you're a
make it
zombie.
to the restaurant to get the food.
Well, then fuck. That's not fair. If I
you
do
just got to be really good and not get caught. So I mean, if you feel confident in your abilities to not
I
get
don't.
caught,
I don't.
Okay,
That's
well there
the
you go.
problem. Yeah.
That's
so
the
I'd,
thing.
I'd have to turn it down. If I were confident in my abilities, or there was a way for me to get away with it.
Yeah.
Like let's say she controlled the police department too.
Oh, they were all.
Then
yeah.
I'd be all in. Then I'd be.
That's
all
I think you should put on the comment card of grandma control the police department.
Yeah,
and then we can be
Get 'em to
much more
sign your book.
effective.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we'd be much more effective in the control of the town. There you go. I got to figure out where Black-Eyed Grandma's is on my map of my town that I have in my brain that I dream about. Because I think it could be a place. I think it. Well, it's behind the grain elevator off Route 9,
right.
as she said. So
Right.
it's good to know when you need a good
She
meal.
was so sweet. She was so sweet.
Kind of reminds me of a place at, is it still there, Carol? They used to advertise on the radio station years ago. Auntie C's is what it was called.
No.
Auntie C. They had a horrible jingle. It was the most
Yeah.
god-awful jingle
Not there anymore.
Auntie C's, Auntie C's. Oh, you gotta come to Auntie C's. And then there was like, come on down to Auntie C's this week for the, and it was like,
That
was-
kind of food.
it was home cooking, but honest to God, it kind of felt a little more like the nursing home than it did. It felt like institutional home cooking, which sometimes can be okay, but
Yeah,
Shriners.
there's another place in town
No.
that's been here for
or St.
years.
Agnes.
But my mom really liked this one place, and like the food was just horrible. The pie was good,
Yeah.
but the food was just horrible. But I think she couldn't taste anything. I think that's
Yeah.
kind of what she's used. Like for her, it was great.
I gotta say, I do enjoy hospital food. Most hospitals I've been to, food hasn't been half bad. I remember as a kid, I used to like, it was like, oh, we're going to go visit somebody in the hospital. Can we go to the cafeteria? Like, I'm
can't
excited.
wait.
Like, this is wonderful that Uncle Louis had his leg amputated. I want to get some pudding.
Well,
Or that,
hospital
or
food
the
has
Jello
gotten
slice
better.
that has the little whipped cream on the top with the Saran wrap in the cafeteria. You got to pull out of the thing and put on your tray. That sounds great. Kidney stone, cancer. I can't wait.
Tony's making a list of all of his relatives, hoping they get sick so they can go to the hospital cafeteria.
I'm like, I'm gonna get the chef salad.
Tony, we have to talk to you. Grandma Linda has cancer. Really? That's sad.
What hospital is she at?
What is it? Taco Day?
Yeah. Can we not go today? Because tomorrow's Taco Day.
Tomorrow's
we'll go see Grandma
Taco Day. I
Taco.
really like. They got really good tacos, and I think I want to wait. Like she'll be around. Like she's got plenty of time, right? Like this is like okay. Well, I mean, they're like a week. Well, it's still okay. I'm going tomorrow. Get the taco while I'm there. Otherwise, it's I don't want to visit 2 days in a row. That's a lot. Like that's.
Well, I'll
Kind
go
of very
every
Larry
day.
David of me.
That was very Larry David.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be in the consideration, though, of what is on those certain days. When I had my appendix out, this was just nuts. They bring you your meal, your first meal, and they didn't really like ask, are you wanting to eat something, solid or not? And it was chicken fried steak with gravy and it's like that's a real like heavy thing, and
right.
it's
And
not
spicy. If the gravy's good, it's a little
like
spicy.
You really shouldn't be like putting that into your body after that major organ was just removed. But it was delicious. I will say that much.
The American healthcare system. You just had your appendix removed. Here's chicken fried steak.
Yeah. It's one
fried
hand's
steak.
not listening, not anything with the other. It's just
Right.
food service. It's coming by. And
And when I had my hip done recently, because I did spend a day in the hospital, they're like,
Yeah.
here's a menu. They'll be open today between this time and this time,
yeah.
and just call in your order.
Yeah.
So I got to kind of pick when I wanted to eat, what time
Nice.
it was
Yeah.
like. So food's gotten somewhat better, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. I don't know.
Can't wait for Taco Day.
I know. I am like, hey, I got.
You schedule your surgery around it, right?
Well, and Tony's new wife, that's like, let's go out for dinner. And Tony's like, I thought we would go to the hospital.
The Mercy Cafeteria is having
in there?
taco.
No, it's just Taco Day.
It's Taco Day.
We don't have to visit anybody.
It's Soup
Nobody's gonna
Thursday
know.
at.
He doesn't take her out for any dinners unless it's to a hospital where they know somebody who needs visitation.
Your chocolate chip cookies for dessert are great.
And the end scene is, it's like somebody's like, get me to the hospital. And you're like, oh, hurry, we need to go. And you're like, well, what day is soup day?
Right.
And then boom, boom, boom. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Tomorrow is soup day. Let's
Yep.
go to the hospital.
Yeah. There you go. All right, that's going to wrap up this episode of Real Ghost Stories Online. Hey, be sure to check out YouTube. Tell us your ghost story there in the comment section. We'd love to hear it. Or what's your favorite hospital food? Tell us that too in the comment section. And where to go get it. I got to add this to my bucket list of where to travel to. Just all hospital food. That's a show. All right, until next time, for Carol and Todd, I'm Tony. Thanks for listening to Real Ghost Stories Online.